Celeste, welcome back. We're going to do a video today for writers. So if you're experiencing some challenges in your writing life, this video is going to be for you. I'm just going to do a general reading today. No specific question. We're going to see what kind of a story comes through. If you've been around for a while, you know how this works. I just pull some cards, start talking about what I'm seeing in the cards. If the title of the video connected with you, then there should be a message in here for you, although the entire reading may not fit because it's a general reading, it's not specific. So what do we have going on today? All right, we've got somebody working diligently on their craft. Is that you? We have, okay, there's some sort of a holdup. I don't know if that's you or something else. We'll find out as we pull a few more cards. Appears to involve another party. Could be a little bit of uncertainty about the project that you're working on. You're not sure if it's going to pan out and maybe you're holding back a little bit. Could be that you got some feedback from somebody else that it wasn't working or that you didn't care for. Okay, but whatever it is, you're feeling called to go in a certain direction and you're feeling inspired, you're feeling encouraged. So maybe this holdup is in the recent past and you're moving forward again. There's a little bit of fear of scarcity, little scarcity mentality peeking in at you. But definitely a feeling of really wanting to move forward with this, really feeling very, very inspired. I have the sense that you are blocking out lots of distractions, maybe even other projects. As you're working on this one thing, you're totally blocking out other things that might be trying to grab your attention. Yeah, whatever this is kind of interesting because what I'm getting a strong sense here that you are going against some sort of guidance that you may have received and you're just sort of trusting yourself here. And another way I'm reading this now is that you are not allowing this scarcity mentality to stop you. You're not allowing other people's opinions to stop you, and you're not allowing anybody to kind of scare you with the this won't sell kind of thing. This really represents moving forward with all of the right kind of energy, with the trust that that you're being guided by a higher sense of passion, this trust that if it's meant to work out, it will. And ultimately, the Fool represents a sort of trust in oneself and in the whole process, in the whole journey, including the tough bits. The Fool doesn't really always know what's up ahead, but the Fool is not hesitating for anybody else, for sure. Yeah, I think that you've been given some, the way I'm reading this is that you've been given some guidance in terms of what is realistic, what would sell, and you're really just sort of ignoring that and going forward with what lights you up and makes you feel impassioned in your process. So if this sounds like you, I hope there's a message in here for you. My intention is that there will be. What is blocking you as you move forward on this path? What is blocking you? Because you wouldn't be here if everything was peachy, right? You usually come for a tarot reading when you're feeling uncertain. So we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, there is a little bit of fear of failure in the sense of material resources. Okay, and here we have the Seven of Cups back again. So you're a little bit worried about these things that you're not paying attention to. What's coming to me is somebody, this is a message for somebody. Somebody is worried about choosing the wrong project. They're putting aside all of these other projects that they have been working on. They've picked the one that they want to move forward with, maybe against someone else's better judgment. They're following their own heart, picking the one that they want to go forward with. And they're a little bit afraid that they've picked wrong, that some other idea would pan out for them, would result in more financial reward or abundance. So that's what's blocking you, is this fear. What's also blocking you is a sense of partnership and company, kind of. The Three of Cups really represents people coming together. And in this sense, it's support and the support of others, I guess. So, because as we can see that you sort of ignored what others were telling you was the right thing. So you're feeling a little bit alone or unsupported right now. And I think you're a little bit afraid of repercussions from kind of ignoring what someone else wants from you, which can be there's a people-pleasing energy to this. But you went forward with this because you knew what was right for you. You didn't do this out of no good reason. You did this because you felt guided by your passion to take this leap in this different direction. Also blocking you is a sense of overwhelm, maybe without your partnerships, without the friends that you usually lean on to support you. You're not quite sure how you're going to manage this, how you're going to pull it together. There is a sense of the unknown here. Like you've never really been in this position before. You're overwhelmed and feeling alone and unsupported. Oh, and the King of Wands is back. Sometimes that sense of being really fired up about a project is overwhelming because the project feels like larger than life. The King of Wands is definitely a larger than life, passionate character. The Six of Cups. You're worried about how other people are going to perceive you or this project when you're done with it. You're not quite sure that other people are going to really understand what you were trying to do with it, because these people here didn't get it. So that's a little frustrating when we've all been there before. Let's get some cards on what these friends were, or these partners, for those of you that were dealing with somebody else, maybe a creative partner. Maybe I'm getting like critique partners or beta readers is what I'm getting. Somebody who thinks that they know what's right for you. They may have a strong opinion. What's going on with them? Okay, I'm getting that there's a little bit of judgment in the judgy sense, like the not good judgment sense. Death. I think they're just feeling that there's going to be failure. They were kind of telling you that this direction was a no-go, that whatever you were trying to do wasn't going to be a good idea. There's a sense here that maybe somebody was sharp with their words or was argumentative with you. They thought they knew what was best for you, what you should choose. And there it is again, the Three of Cups, that you should follow along with them. So there's definitely some peer pressure, some people pleasing involved in this reading. I'm going to keep it really short today because I want to do more readings and have them be a little bit shorter. So let's get into some guidance for you. Let's step into how to move forward in your power in this situation. There's a time here for change. You're being called to accept change in your writing life. And that might mean a change of, I'm getting a change of peer critique partners. Maybe it's time to get into a different group or up level. This could also represent a genre change. Maybe you stepped away from one genre to write another, and those partners really didn't want you to leave them. That's happened before to me. It's a little frustrating. Time for a nap. There's a resistance here to change, and there's a resistance to rest. I think you're feeling like there's a hurry, and maybe you need to recognize that there's not always a hurry where you see there is a hurry. Chaos and conflict. Okay, so this card is telling you that there is chaos and conflict when you change directions, that sometimes this, when you're heading off on in a new genre or writing something that you've never written before, there is this sense of chaotic energy and conflict around it. And you bring that to your writing by not trusting yourself. So you have to trust that chaos and conflict will calm down when we do. Not the other way around. And this reading really is about being loyal to yourself and where you're at on your journey right now. That's what this whole thing is. It's about trusting your own self to know which direction that you need to go in instead of looking to others. There may be a temptation to look backward to these other people, and you're being called to count on yourself and to look for new people along the way as you go. And those other friends may come back around in another form, or if you revisit what it is you worked on with them, that's up to you. Some of those relationships may be done though. And this is about being loyal to yourself first. Orphaned. You could be feeling really alone through this process. And what they're really saying is that you're not alone, but everybody needs this in-between time. When you let go of something, just before the new thing comes in, there's this period of time where nothing's happening and you do feel alone. To embrace that time and let it bring to you what it's going to bring to you. There's a tendency to want to be in our yang energy and our masculine energy, where we're taking lots of forward action. And what you're being told here is to really find that balance between taking inspired action and resting when you need to, because we can get into this overactive, overdoing thing when we think nothing's happening. We start trying to make things happen, and that sometimes makes it worse, right? Between worlds. You're stuck between worlds. Yeah, we're seeing that. We're seeing that. And yeah, this last card that fell on the floor, pardon me, is Milk and Honey. And what this is about, you just staying the course. In this in-between time, you're going to arrive in a better place at the end of it if you trust yourself to get through it. A few more cards for guidance. We're going to pull out of the Crow Oracle. Illusion, releasing illusions. Sometimes we will let the illusions pull us back into who we used to be. And this is a time to remember that. Release, letting go. of the past so that we can step into this new energy. We can't have this new self, this rebirth, without letting go of the old. And that includes sometimes friends that were helpful to you years ago, and it can feel a little bit disloyal to be letting go of friends that have helped you along the way. There's a fear that you need to acknowledge. A lot of people want to run away from fear, but what we really have to do is acknowledge it for what it is. This is a reminder that your fears rarely manifest, but that we have to be aware of them in order to release them. Can't release what we can't see. Okay, so this is the end of this reading. I'll be back with another one in a few days. Bye.